Imagine a timeline where the stars didn't just witness history, but were conquered by it, creating a galactic empire built on the fractured bones of a nation that never truly healed. You are part of the Rebel Empire, a faction rising from the ashes of a civil war that spanned continents and eventually spilled into the void, only to find that this conflict isn't just about territory, but about the very soul of a society torn between tradition and revolution. But when you discover that being a rebel in this new order isn't just about fighting back, but about navigating a complex web of political intrigue and military strategy where every ally is a potential traitor, you realize that victory isn't about brute force. It's about outmaneuvering the establishment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Rebel Empire, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Max Lamirande's Civil War alternate series. If you love alternate history space opera tropes, political military thrillers, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate a hostile geopolitical landscape through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of national destiny. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists' rise through the ranks of the rebellion, thrusting them into a race against time to secure a critical alliance before the Imperial forces crush their momentum. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where the dream of freedom is extinguished forever. Lamirande excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of uncertainty, making every tactical maneuver, every intelligence assessment, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the irreversible fracture of civilization. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular revolutionary leader trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of interstellar politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior capital. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the Civil War series lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal, world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Rebel Empire is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Max Lamirande has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide.
plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.